So what's great about the second floor is it's really an experiment on how we're going to work. What we found is that when people actually come into work, a lot of people actually just want to see people. This thing called Airbnb, which is almost like a dangerous. It has your Lamante. Dangerous. It's healthier and we do some.
Oh, that's why they raise the tax.
As you're getting a coffee, one thing you'll notice is that this is actually based upon Zermatt, which is in Switzerland. Yes. Yes. All of the cafes are based out of places, but find really interesting design Airbnbs around the world. And then we have a team of volunteers that actually tried to recreate that listing.
Never put it in that.
Yeah.
And we gave all the details. It was very cool.
So this is a real actual Airbnb that's in Finland. And this is kind of what they tried to recreate that room as a meeting room. And taking a lot of the cues from the actual Airbnb.
That's super cool.
Yeah. There's individual workstations, there's larger kind of collaborative workstations, and then there's large team collaboration. So. Yeah.
So you have to check it out? Is there a process?
There is a checkout process. I didn't usually encourage that. We're still doing lots of experimentations and feedback on what's working, what's not working.
Those are cool little sound isolation products.
As you can see, a lot of this area is to do more kind of singular desks. Some more isolated desks over there, just try to experiment different places.
Oh, those are them? These are practice rooms. Those are practice rooms for music.
We had a family and with a girl who had a stuffed giraffe stay at an Airbnb, and when they left, she forgot the giraffe. And so as hosts, you all know how important that would be. So the host found the giraffe, mailed it up, and then took pictures of the giraffe, having fun without her, and sent it back to the girl. Ever since then, we called that giraffing. We were one of the first companies, American companies, to actually have a presence in Cuba when it opened up. So it's just kind of a good reminder of we're very global.
So this one is not New York?
No, Cuba.
This is Cuba. Who loves them?
On that side is when you're an individual and you want to come in and kind of do your own work. This area is actually for whole teams to come and collaborate. So again, thinking about what actually is the workspace, what is the kind of the office in this new future of work, and really thinking about ways for when we have actually teams come in and collaborate, we can actually have a whole space to ourselves.
We're doing the same thing.
Are we? If you notice, we actually have a sign called "Do the Right Thing Way," actually donated by Spike Lee.
Wow, really?
Spike Lee is a big fan of Airbnb, and so he came and visited and did a couple of talks and actually donated this thing. So it's great to actually have.
Yeah, that's cool.
Your companion for work for a day.
Where did you come from before?
I actually work in film, so I worked at Pixar and HBO for over 11 years. Yeah. So this is, again, one of my favorite meeting rooms areas, which is based off of Johannesburg. So this is the space that this was inspired by.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. I want to take a video of this. So again, there's a lot of inspiration and a lot of leeway given to employees. So one of the employees started to do a ramen pop-up, and then it just snowballed into let's make the space actually feel like a ramen shop, and so it became a full-on ramen place. Pre-pandemic, I think that they did a pop-up, and I think they served over 300 bowls of ramen because we have so many people in different time zones. So that kind of like strict 9 to 5 is very loose to really kind of work with your fellow work teammates.
Well, it's gotta be, you gotta coordinate all that.
Exactly. So Cairo's a nice, another like cafe, which actually has a nice little outdoors, kind of quote unquote outdoor space. So one of the few that actually goes out into the atrium. Sunlight. Nike isn't Nike, it's about their athletes and kind of really, you know, without the support of their athletes, Nike wouldn't be Nike. Same thing with Airbnb, without the support from our hosts, we wouldn't be where we are today. And so we wanted to take photos of hosts around the world and really highlight them and their stories of why they host as well.
Can you say that again on camera?
Oh.
Seriously, again, about the host.
Yeah, like Airbnb wouldn't be Airbnb. All the sunshades and feel like you're kind of outside at a park. And people will sit on these cubes and collaborate on their laptops, and so it's a lot of fun.
Please give me.
That we also
We need that.
created a little pop-up kitchen, which is currently closed due to the pandemic, but this is a place in Sydney, Australia. So again, we recreated these.
You're gonna run out of memory.
Me? It'll go in the iCloud.
If you know the founder story, essentially they were trying to figure out, well, how can we think of an idea to have a business, and they realized that there was a big design conference happening in San Francisco at the time, and they're all designers, and they found out that all the hotels were actually booked fully. So they go, well, I have an inflatable bed. Why don't we blow it up and put it on Craigslist and start Air Bed and Breakfast? And that's why it's called Airbnb, because it originally was inflatable beds. And 3 people signed up. Like, this is going to be a crazy idea, but 3 people signed up, and these are the 3 people that actually stayed. And what was interesting about it is that it wasn't just a place to stay, and what they realized is that there was a desire for people to actually not only have a place to stay, but also to kind of get away from the hotel aspect and to have a more personal interaction. And so the 3 founders, Brian, Nate, and Joe, actually showed them around the city. They didn't just like house them. They were the first 3 hosts and actually showed like, here's where you should go, I'm gonna take you there. And so they actually were also the first experience hosts. And that's the genesis of Airbnb. So these are our first 3 guests.
This is awesome.
I don't know if it's open. Let me check.
Instructions.
It's open. Come on down.
The theater?
Yeah.
Yay!
You get a special
5-star.
Come on in.
For me.
So we actually have a theater.
5 stars.
Wow, so cool.
Value? 3 stars.
Wow, that's rad.
I don't think even the White House has a theater like this.
Yeah. So this is our theater when we have formal events or you have big team meetings and presentations. However, if you get a chance to use the restroom, so now we're going to go to the 5th floor. Last set of stairs. There's 12.